Hello everyone, you're watching Country Handyman, and today we are working on my 2003 Toyota Corolla. I've done a little bit of videos on this. I've done a seatbelt video and a video on fixing my window regulator on my driver door. And now we're fixing an exhaust leak in what we believe is the exhaust manifold. So let's get to it.
That's for that one that you have to use the wrench on. That one right there.
Oh, I might have to use them for both of them. Right now we are in the middle of getting off the exhaust manifold cover right there, and it's in a tight fit. Derek's workshop and project is helping me today. He's done this on his car before, so he's out here helping me, and I appreciate that help. So we have 2 bolts here that we're taking out, and then 2 down here at the very bottom, and then I believe we're gonna scoot that up and take off that sensor.
They are 12mm bolts, by the way.
Yes.
Yep, so we got to get that sensor unplugged, get the shield off, pull the shield off over the sensor wire here, and then you'll pull the shield off over the sensor wire, and then you'll have access to the sensor that goes down into the exhaust, and you'll be able to pull that off. I can't remember the size. We'll let you know when we get there.
Okay, we're sliding the cover off over the plug. The sensor off with a wrench.
Sensor off first, and then
that looks like
take the shield
3/4. I guess it's going to be metric because it's Toyota. So I didn't have a wrench big enough for that. It's probably a 19 or 20.
I'm thinking maybe 22.
Oh, even a 22. Let's see if we can get that. He's just down in there trying to get that sensor off with the adjustable.
Ooh, I think I can see a crack already.
Really?
Yep.
Let's hope it's weldable. Because I'm not ready to pay for a new one of these.
It's like a couple $100 to get a new cast iron one.
But my wife doesn't like the noise or the smell that comes into the car when we turn on the heater. And
you grab that wire, brother.
this one?
Yep.
Oh, it's all twisted.
Twisting up. Yep. So just allow it to twist while I twist out the sensor.
I'm trying.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so this is the sensor we just got out with an adjustable wrench.
Looks like it's a 21.
It's a 21 inch. I didn't have one big enough, so we have an adjustable wrench. This is the other end of it. It looks like the end that's in the car. You just pull that and unclip it. There's the exhaust shield. So we're thinking that this crack is right here on the other side of this weld.
I can fit my fingernail down in there, but won't know for sure till we get it off. We'll have to pull it all the way off to know for sure. Yeah. All right, Brandon, I'm not getting down in there underneath there, so you're gonna need to.
Oh, we have to get underneath there.
You have to pull. Don't you remember pulling these off?
Yes. From underneath.
Yep, you have to pull those 2 bolts out. This bolt, you can see the other end of it here. Where you actually get on it is on this side. And this bolt here on the other side is just 2 bolts. There's a gasket in there.
There's springs on them, right?
Yep, there's springs on them.
Okay. Yeah, I can reach the end of my tire. Oh, my eye.
That's a good shot of them, so it's... There's my fat finger. So right at the bottom of my finger there's the bolt, and there's a bolt. They've got springs on them, and Mr. Brandon's down there.
Itching his eye because crap fell in it.
There we go.
Just
Now electric ratchet time.
tight fit under these small little cars. That's not bad.
So this little M12, the Milwaukee electric ratchet, is probably my #1 used tool in everything that I do in my shop. I've got a YouTube channel. It's called Derek's Workshop and Projects. A lot of the things I do don't even get filmed, but this is probably one of the best tools. Alright, you can leave that in there.
What?
It's off of the,
So I can stop?
yep, you can stop. It's off the manifold side now.
Good yet?
Nope, keep going. There you
Ooh, you feel that.
Yep.
Hi.
Cool. So now we just have the top nuts there on the manifold. These guys, and I think that they are 10 millimeters, but we'll let you know for sure.
We're taking off some 12 millimeter nuts that are Derek's Workshop and Project says they're studded. There's bolts studded into the, or I guess they're studs into the engine, and then some nuts on them, and I'm trying to get those off my hands. Electric ratchet time now that they're loose. Sorry, I'm lazy.
I'd rather use it too.
Oh, yeah, it fell. I'm gonna be getting in the way of the camera.
Anyway, you might not think so, but this electric ratchet has made every job I've ever done wrenching so much faster. So, highly recommended. I really enjoy it. Husky makes a pretty nice one that doesn't have removable batteries. You just plug the whole tool in, which is maybe not quite as nice as the Milwaukee's, but these Milwaukee's are like 150 bucks. I think I paid $80 on Amazon for it, but the Huskies, you can get them for 50 bucks around Christmas time. So definitely consider picking one up if you are working on your own cars. It makes it so much faster.
So, I might add this into the video. I'm just using my camera as an eye because I cannot fit my head down in there to see what I'm looking at. A little trick that sometimes works.
Might be moving it too fast.
That's what I'm trying to move it slower for. Oh, hey, no light, no focus. Okay, so if you can see it right there, that is a mount that holds on the manifold. For me, it's the bottom half of mine because mine's split. So that's what it's holding on. It's a 14 millimeter, and so I'm going to take that off. Okay, so I'm going to be welding my exhaust manifold back together. The new ones are expensive, big cast iron things, and I'm not a rich man, and I buy tools to use them, and this is what I enjoy doing. So I'm going to weld it together. I'm going to wire brush it, clean it up to try and get the best weld I can, and then it fits pretty good because of how it broke. There's little marks that meet up, and I guess we just got to get to it now. Okay, I am going to use the wire brush just to get in where I couldn't with the grinder.
Using Brandon's Forney 140 MP Easy Weld.
Look for a better,
multi-process.
sorry for talking over Derek, but look for a better review on that coming up soon. I did a bad one and I want to redo it, so look for that coming up.
The other side, you might break your tack welds. What was that? Oh, the other side, I might break them. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. That is so weird.
So when I crawled under there and did this, I didn't have to, so that's why I'm putting it on right now.
Well, you did to weld it.
Oh, I had to take it off to weld it, but I didn't have to be under there in awkward positions.
We forgot about this mounting point on the bottom of the manifold. We had the exact same problem when I did this on my Corolla, and we finally remembered. Brandon saw it. It hides up in there, so you got to look for this too when you're doing this. Your little mounting flange here, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what it is, but look for that while you're under there, and make sure you pull that off.
And what's funny is we could have probably gone back to his video, watched this, and done this better, but we didn't because we're smart.
Yeah. It's a pain in the neck to get in there. You're gonna have to put it in the right way, but you gotta figure it out.
Gotta meet it.
Yep. Here, get this under there first.
That's what I was trying to do, because that's how I got it down here. I got the long part under. That's not working the same.
Well, now my shadow's gonna be in the way the whole time because the sun's moved since we were back here.
Oh, you heavy hunk of crap. Yep. Yep. Do you know the torque splits?
Oh, I don't know the torque specs now.
Tight enough that they don't come off.
Good and tight.
There we go.
Is that all of them?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna grab my ratchet to make them good and tight.
Good and tight. Yeah, I remember looking it up when I put them on my car, and I felt like it was surprisingly low.
Really?
You're gonna have like almost an hour and a half worth of video to go through on this video. One of these days, Brandon will get those things lined up and get the bolts in.
One of these days, if I can reach my arms around and
help if I get my hand in there and line them up.
Am I hitting anything?
No, I can't tell.
Maybe not.
So we're putting the sensor back in, and what we ended up having to do is I got vice grips and we locked the manifold to the pipe using 2 pairs of vice grips, and Brandon ended up just putting the socket on the electric ratchet and basically just ramming it in there until he got it. So it was pretty tough. It wasn't that hard on my car that I remember, but
and that wasn't preferred.
it's just what we ended up doing.
Yeah.
So the sensor's back in, we're gonna snug it down, and then we'll get the shield back on. I think you get pretty good videos out of it.
For a $170 phone.
No, Phil's not over. So Brandon just got the sensor reconnected. That's right there next to where my finger was. Now he's getting his 12mm bolts back on the exhaust shield.
And I dropped one on. Maybe my nephew will want to go get that for me. Except it's dirty and I don't think his mom will like it.
I have that magnet thing wherever it is.
I don't know where it dropped though. So I'll have to get down and look.